Aspartame, a widely used artificial sweetener, has likely found its way into your pantry, and you probably do not mind since it doesn't sound like something harmful. If anything, this ubiquitous ingredient sounds safe and sweet, pun intended. As such, chances are you never bothered to look up aspartame's history, who discovered it, where it comes from, and why it's everywhere. All these we will discuss later in the video, so stick around. In the next 10 minutes or so, we will uncover the truth behind the aspartame deception. We will do a run-through of the products that contain this infamous ingredient. We will discuss studies that put in the spotlight aspartame's potential health risks. And lastly, we will tell you what aspartame does to your body. After watching this video, we hope you would have made an important health decision. Meanwhile, let's get going and get to know aspartame better. Aspartame unmasked. Aspartame was accidentally discovered in 1965 by American chemist James Schlatter. Against company safety regulations, he licked the substance off his finger, tasting something tremendously sweeter than sugar. Just how much sweeter, you might wonder? Stick around, we'll tell you a little later. Meanwhile, let's go back to James Schlatter's history-changing YOLO decision. When he tasted aspartame for the first time, the trajectory of food and beverage chemistry was changed forever. Most likely, at that time, he was tinkering with the two amino acids from which aspartame is derived. Those go by the names aspartic acid and phenylalanine. As to why aspartame became a staple for some of the most popular edible goods in the market, there are a couple of fairly logical reasons, the most obvious of which is its sweetening capacity minus the calories. That makes aspartame a value-adding ingredient to any product that promises to satiate people's sweet tooth without making them gain weight. Another reason for aspartame's ubiquity is heat stability. It doesn't discriminate between hot and cold. Its sweetening effects remain regardless if you put it in a beverage going straight to the fridge or desserts en route to an oven. Lastly, you don't need a lot of aspartame to make something sweet. A very small amount of this ingredient goes a long way. That makes it cost-efficient, explaining its popularity among business-minded folks. How sweet is sweet? A while ago, we asked just how sweet aspartame is. Now, here's your answer. According to Coca-Cola's website, it's 200 times sweeter than sugar. Since our source of that information is Coca-Cola, we'll let you assume that the brand uses aspartame for its products. And you're not wrong with that assumption. Aspartame is the reason why Diet Coke is called as such. It gives you the sweets without adding girth inches to your thighs, thanks to aspartame. However, Diet Coke does not have a monopoly over aspartame. Stick around and we'll reveal other products that contain the ingredient. Meanwhile, let us hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Answer this question: are you Team Diet or regular Coke? And while you're at it, please give this video a like and our channel a follow. While aspartame, with the E-number name E951, appears in the list of ingredients for some of the most popular products at the food section of your fave supermarket, it's actually tightly regulated. It can only be used after rigorous safety testing. However, that rigor in compliance doesn't necessarily equate to zero risks. In fact, aspartame has been the focus of scientific studies critical of the ingredient. In these studies, the inclusion of the word carcinogen becomes a cause for concern to anyone who might chance upon them. Why aspartame's gone infamous? Are you ready to learn which food products contain aspartame? Well, we're ready to tell you. Here's a non-exhaustive list: Coke Zero, 7-Up Free, Pepsi Max, Crystal Light, Extra, Trident, Log Cabin Sugar-Free Syrup, Sugar-Free Jello, Equal, and NutraSweet, among others. So why does it matter to know these names? Because aspartame has become a hot topic in medical science. As of late, the World Health Organization has been looking into the health risks of this ingredient. The point of contention revolves around the word carcinogen, which refers to any substance that might cause cancer. The WHO's International Agency for Research on Cancer guidelines have 4 classifications related to carcinogens. Those include carcinogenic to humans, Group 1, probably carcinogenic to humans, Group 2A, possibly carcinogenic to humans, Group 2B, and not classifiable, Group 3. Currently, aspartame is listed under Group 2B. So, what's the worst that can happen linked to aspartame consumption? We'll tell you all about it later, so stick with us a little longer. For now, let's hear what the director of WHO's Department of Nutrition and Food Safety, Dr. Francesco Branca, has to say. We're not advising consumers to stop consuming altogether. We're just advising a bit of moderation. The assessments of aspartame have indicated that, while safety is not a major concern at the doses which are commonly used, potential effects have been described that need to be investigated by more and better studies. The aspartame effect. 2 studies in particular have caught the eye of the WHO about aspartame's health risks. The first is a Nutrinet Sante publication, which concluded that high consumption of aspartame could lead to different types of cancer. Meanwhile, Ramazzini Institute's research into rats and mice saw that exposure to aspartame led to a higher likelihood of rodents developing cancers. If these studies scare you enough to quit aspartame for good, we'll tell you about aspartame-free products later, so please keep watching. For now, let's answer the most important question. How much aspartame is safe to consume? The WHO recommends no more than 14 cans of diet soft drinks per day for someone weighing 75 kilograms to stay within the daily safety threshold. However, if you've been diagnosed with phenylketonuria, your body cannot metabolize phenylalanine properly. It's best to stay away from aspartame altogether. Its worst possible side effect in this case is brain damage. Now, if brain damage has triggered your fear of aspartame, do not fret. Here are aspartame-free products you can still enjoy. Tango sugar-free, Monster Energy sugar-free, Karma drinks, sugar-free Karma Cola, Fentiman's Traditional Curiosity Cola, Red Bull sugar-free, Sainsbury's and Tesco's Diet Lemonade drinks, and soda alternatives from Morrison's, Sainsbury's, Asda, and Tesco. You must know what you're putting inside your body. In the end, it's up to you to decide whether a glass of Diet Coke is worth the risk. Yes or no, please tell us in the comments section below. And while you're at it, do give this video a like and our channel a follow. Together, let's embark on a journey toward healthier choices, one content at a time.